Hey, welcome to the Sample Platter podcast, episode 1. My name is Jared, and I'm going to be the host. And joining me today...
My name is Risdon.
Your boy Elijah.
And Josh.
And we're going to talk about stuff. So, I guess the proper thing to do would be introductions. If you want to start, Josh.
I don't want to start. I'm nervous.
I'm a 22-year-old white male who's really nerdy.
Sounds like a dating profile. Let's go to a dating profile. Alright, I like it. Elijah.
My baby, hit me up.
Let's see. Jared, you start us off.
Fucking Risdon already started.
I'm sorry. I gotta hear more.
I'm Jared. I'm pretty much the same exact thing as Risdon. There you go. That's what I got.
Alright, I'm Elijah. I'm the baby of the group. 19 years young. Keep my shit on the street. Real talk.
Hold on.
Real talk.
What does that mean?
What street?
I want you to explain what you mean.
Sesame
by
Street.
shit on the street.
Mulberry Street?
I grew up on the street, an hour at a time at a night.
Tough
life.
You sound like you have a Kanye backstory.
Josh is the most interesting one here.
Right,
No,
he's saying the least.
I'm
Coming in looking like Kanye.
I'm fucking Josh. I'm not fucking Josh, but I'm fucking comma Josh. And
Hey, don't knock it. It's all with yourself.
I'm 23, and
Wouldn't masturbation be fucking Josh?
Yeah, that's
I guess.
I know that's what it is. It's sex with someone you love. That's what it is.
Oh.
I'm 23. I love Supras, hoodies, white girls, music, fucking Skittles.
White girls
You
stay
like
winning.
fucking Skittles or fucking common Skittles?
Whenever I use it, like fucking is like assalamu alaikum for me, dog. Like
It's getting in the way of something.
it
I feel
is.
it's
It is.
You're not being
I've got
clear.
deep-seated issues. I'm
He
quirky.
is an angry black man. His sister's.
Yeah, I'm a black guy. I'm a cliche, non-cliche.
You're like the black uncle I never wanted. Alright, so first, after introductions, what were some things you fucking hated in 2015? I'm gonna start. Hoverboards.
Hoverboards.
Really wish they would have stayed in 2015. I'm not happy.
They're not even hoverboards.
It has gotten so bad. There is a sign at our local mall saying no
hoverboards
hoverboards
allowed.
allowed.
It was pathetic, man.
I just don't understand the fad. Why?
I'm glad they're catching on fire though.
It's a Segway with no
Real
control.
hot sale.
It's vaping for your feet.
It was.
Vaping. That's another bad trend.
It was solidified for me when we went to Atlanta, and this black midnight character in all this like 2006 Atlanta hip hop dress up, like the white tank top and like the light up wrist watches and all that bull, man. Floats out the elevator past us at like 2 in the morning, and he's on a hoverboard and it's like lighting up too, and I just stood there and I was like, this is it. I'm done with humanity.
So this is the future.
Seeing people in Mo's on hoverboards ordering their food is pretty.
Oh my God.
It's just so they could have a hoverboard in 2015 for the anniversary of Back to the Future.
See, I would like to think that, but people are still doing
It's
it.
not
And
even a
that's
I know.
hoverboard. It's just like you said, it's a Segway without a steering wheel.
They've got laws for it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, the laws I've seen so far, it's like, I don't know, it's like you have to have a helmet,
Those
elbow
things
pads,
go pretty
stuff like
fast,
that.
don't they, though?
I don't think they're that fat. There's no way they could be
No,
that
I
fast.
remember one time I said 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what I was.
They passed a law where you can't drive those on a street that has a speed limit of like 35 miles an hour or over.
Yeah.
Whenever I told you that, you was like, those things can go 35 miles an hour. Can you fucking imagine somebody flying down the road at 35 miles an hour on that? They would have to be horizontal, just rocketing down the street.
The high-end
It's like-
models can reach speeds of 22 miles per hour.
That's
Why do you
still
need to
that's
drive
ridiculous.
That's
too
ridiculous.
Just walk or drive. Don't you own a car?
You can't walk 22 miles an hour.
If you have like 22 miles an hour,
Ride
just
a
drive.
bike, public transportation,
Right.
anything else.
other than hoverboards.
Get out to the side of the street and put your thumb out. All right, hit your ride.
I'll pick you up. I'm not dangerous.
I'm
So that was
dangerous.
does anybody else have anything that they really hated in 2015?
Well,
I
whole
could probably-
Caitlyn Jenner thing.
Oh,
Okay.
Kris Jenner, whatever you want to call her.
Like,
Chris
Jenner.
Completely
different person.
I don't keep up with the lanes.
Sorry, Chris Jenner.
I don't keep
So-
up with the people.
I completely support the LGBT community, but I just don't understand where she's coming from. She's has the widest platform of any person, I think, right now for the LGBT community, and she's shutting down every opportunity.
I was about to say that was
absolutely.
That was the weirdest like full circle I've seen in support for a person ever. Because like at first people were like, yeah, you know, more power to him / her for doing this thing.
Right.
And then she just came off to be such a shitty person.
Really?
Well,
I've never seen anything.
Did you hear her Ellen interview? She said that she was against gay marriage.
Yeah.
How do you turn yourself into a chick
Why
and
the
be
fuck
against
you
gay marriage?
It was the weird like she had all I don't know what the fuck they call it.
I call it
I'm just gonna
just
keep saying he, she to be right, I guess.
she.
But he had all this support.
Right.
And he's going out of his way to try and ruin everything he
Right,
created
like,
the past year.
I didn't even realize the whole thing about the manslaughter charges
Yeah.
until South Park
You
brought
didn't
it
know
up.
about that?
I did
Oh,
not.
Yeah, he killed people.
Yeah.
Way back in the
It wasn't that. It
Yo.
was. I still don't understand. I know he rear-ended somebody, and then they went off into an oncoming car, and then that car hit them, and it was like, oh, he killed them. And they were like, oh, well, there's no evidence of, phone usage, but we're gonna check into that.
And then just nothing after that.
Yeah, and then
Just
that was brought up.
stunning and brave.
I don't think.
Yeah, that
I don't
was-
think
that
that
was weird.
she should have won Woman of the Year. She did win Woman of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Just for the
fucking
sports
dumb.
thing. Everybody made a big deal about that, but it was literally just a sports award.
She
And I
won
think-
over a couple of like pretty deserving
Yeah,
people. though.
I get that. But nobody gave a shit about the award
is
until
true.
she won, and they're like, he didn't deserve it. Like, can you even fucking name
A
the
lot of-
past like anybody who's ever won that award? You know, it's just the fact that she won it
Right.
caused an uproar.
I think there were more deserving people.
Yeah,
There's
but
always
it's-
somebody. It's
honest.
subjective. I mean,
Completely.
I don't really give a shit about the awards. I don't care who won it,
True.
but there's always going to be somebody you think deserved it
They're
better.
it's like Leonardo DiCaprio with an Oscar. Like
Bro,
he's
he better win an
won
Oscar.
it.
He won.
He's
He
won
won a
it.
Grammy.
It's
He's
just
on his way. He's on his way.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
I like
he
to
is.
compare Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar to Half-Life 3. Like
it's never
Half-Life
been.
3 is never going to come out. Leonardo DiCaprio's not going to win an Oscar.
Just for that scene where he
Nah.
slams his hand on the
No,
glass and keeps
he
going.
can't win it for Django when you use the N-word. You can't be a white actor and win an Oscar for using the N-word that many times. Your other white friends don't like you. They're gonna vote for the movies that supported not using the N-word since you used it 160 times.
Quentin Tarantino.
So,
it's fine.
you bring up an-
110, boy, we went over this.
You bring up an interesting point, Josh. How do you feel race relations have been in 2015? I know there's been a lot of talk about the police,
Man,
police overreach and things like that, and then we're still hearing with
Fucking
this presidential election coming up about the performance of President Obama, and people are still.
I personally like. I don't care about people's race, religion, sexuality. I don't care about anything. I like people for people most of the time. If you're a good person, I'm cool with it. So when it comes to like all this stuff about police brutality and dying in the back of police cars, I feel for these people. I've seen some videos, and I'm on either side at whatever point. But I mean, to me, honestly, this is kind of messed up. Until it happens to me,
It doesn't matter, right?
I don't really give a damn.
Like,
bro.
That's the whole thing. You see a sign like caution hot, somebody burned themselves. It's that's where we are with this police thing. But the thing is this happens so many times to where I'm wondering, when are we going to do something about it?
Never.
Where there's a
My-
mass shooting every
Never.
week on the news. How many times has the president said he's going to enact gun control, and here we are.
I don't
2016.
I don't even know if that's the solution. Because
Gun
I
control
come
isn't
from a
the
place
solution
where
because you start putting up signs that are like, oh,
Yeah.
you can't use a gun here. That's not gonna stop someone from
Like,
walking
oh,
in.
yeah, we
Like,
gotta walk in, guys.
I gotta just toss this to the
it's-
side.
yeah, the issue is people already have them, and you can't take them away.
My
It's
problem
that-
with that is like, sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
like every time somebody brings up gun control, people always look at it as black or white. Like you either have no guns or you have like fucking you're an armed
mini
like,
tanks.
Yeah,
Right.
There is an in between. Like
Right,
When
we
he says
just
gun
need-
control. That doesn't mean fucking come into your front door and like give me your guns.
Okay, sir.
It's about regulating and making sure that mentally stable people are able to get the guns that they're legally allowed to get.
Yeah.
But people always like to blame mental illness, but I feel like that's just
Like
a distraction,
yeah.
like video games or
It's like red
movies. Or,
herring.
yeah,
You
exactly.
play GTA, so you're gonna go out tomorrow and you're gonna shoot a bitch in the face with a shotgun and take her
Go
nice
get some
little
cocaine and
Rambo.
drops down from her. Because your games are, but no,
Gotta get that bounty.
Because where I come from, man, there are just so many.
Where you come from?
All the way from Cali,
There
man.
we go.
Kill state. Fucking kids with guns that are taller than them. Like they spray that shit.
And make it sound like a third world country.
It is.
California sounds scary.
It is. It sucks over there together. But I mean, like, I don't know. These police things, until I feel like I'm in a place where I've truly done something wrong, cops don't bother me, man. They do what they do. I do what I want, and it'll just be like that until I die.
Touching on that cop thing again, I think it's more of how the media.
Cops? That's weird.
Boy. It's always down to, you know, all the videos you see online. It's always one-sided. You never see what escalated it to that point where, the black kid's on the ground with several white cops on top of them. And I've seen plenty of videos where I'm like, wow, that seems wrong. And it's like, well, you don't know the whole story. Here's what happened before. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, that makes sense. Like, I feel like that's one of the things that happened with the whole, what is it, Freddie Gray and Trayvon Martin cases. It's just like, you know, one side, but not all of it.
That's why I don't
so quick to jump.
I don't like to say anything definitive about this stuff because, like you said, I've only seen what people are showing me.
Mm-hmm. And everybody has a bias.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I wasn't there. So until something actually personally happens to me, I witnessed the whole entire thing. Or like some black cop walks up and punches me in the mouth for no reason. I don't have any reason to.
So that being said, how do you guys feel about the police being forced to wear cameras?
I think it's funny.
Are they? I think that's gonna help a lot with kind of cutting down on this. Cops are against this. Cops need to die because they're just out to kill niggas. Like, I feel like you actually seeing it from the cops' point of view will actually help a lot more to kind of tone this down. Because I know there are, you know, bad cops out there, but it's become kind of like where it seems like a manhunt of 2015 for cops, where cops are just dying left and right for no reason other than you're a cop.
Yeah.
You know, and my question is, what effect will it have anyway? I mean, even back to like Rodney King. We had video of the police just beating him up. And, you know, there was the LA riots and everything, but it's still 20, 25 years later.
Yeah. I think it's a step in the right direction. It's not going to fully, like, nothing's ever going to fully solve something.
Yeah, just like we won't ever fully get rid of racism.
Never, bro. Racism is funny. Like, you have to try to offend me nowadays. Like, you have to, because, like, the N-word doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's because the internet's a thing. You're exposed to all this.
I've heard every slur you could ever throw out. I'm just like, bro, you did your homework. Like, you made it. I'm proud of you. Like, you have to go out of your way to offend me. Like, it doesn't work. It's just funny.
So, something else that offended everyone in 2015 that I think should stay in 2015, Donald Trump.
Oh,
bro, Kanye West for president 2020. I'll be leaving the country for 4 years if he gets the presidency.
So
I'll come back.
I'm not educated enough
on Trump. I just know what everyone's showing
on anybody. Like, I don't care. Right now, I don't give a shit who wins president. Cause like,
it's like there's a yard sign that says, I don't know, but not Trump.
That's basically how I feel right now. Because I've just seen all the negative shit he's done. Granted, I haven't done any research. I don't know, like, if there's good things that he's done out there.
Right, exactly. Like you said, it's what's presented to you.
Yeah. But, I don't know, it's weird.
The only person I've been educated on is Bernie Sanders. But Trump, the thing with him is that he speaks to people's emotions. He plays on emotions really well. And that's what, like, I think that's what's getting all these, like...
And I've heard people stand up for him. They're like what you were saying about how the media...
He speaks his mind.
Yeah, how the media presents him. People are like, oh, well, the media distorts his message. Is he
distorts. Because he does a lot of the stuff on his own.
Pretty sure he called Mexicans rapists. But
right.
Some of them are rapists.
Wants to ban Muslims from coming in the country.
See, that's a little extreme. I can understand everyone's like worry about, and that's why I was so like split on the whole like, oh, should we let them into the country? Should we keep them out? It's like it's a real national security threat. So I can understand why there's so much detail in it, but to ban like a whole race from coming to a country just because
that's how people hate us more.
Yeah,
because that's what we put out into the world, and that's what other countries
like. Oh, you need help? Go fuck somewhere else.
We'll help you in your country, but don't come over with arming abortion over here. Go somewhere with all that shit.
Right. You know, I can only imagine the public relations disaster that's going to happen if Donald Trump is elected. The fact that some countries aren't even letting them in their borders right now. How are we going to have international relations?
We're going to get bombed so quick.
I think the presidential election should just be like a Coliseum kind of thing. Just bring back gladiators.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
That being said, Trump versus Sanders in a fist fight.
Sanders got skills. You know Sanders got hands, bro.
He was brittle as fuck.
Bro, I guarantee you take off that jacket and just...
He flexes and all this dust just goes flying off.
His hair gets all like long and white and shit. He's like Gandalf the White.
Yeah, but Donald Trump looks like he'd go Super Saiyan.
You still looking at the
hair
dress
just like
picture?
flopping
Yeah, I'm looking at
around.
different like big. I've got big moments from 2015 on my phone. Like,
That dress was the
the
stupidest
white and
thing.
yellow versus
I
blue.
was
like,
hoping nobody would bring that up.
Yo.
So what color
Bring
did
it
you
up.
think
It was white.
It wa- I've
It was-
seen it like 3 different times. There's a different color from every
Let me
time.
explain
Yeah.
this.
It just depends
I
on the
took a-
fucking light. We got this figured out. It's debunked.
I took a
We're
screenshot and I took a screenshot when it was white and gold and I woke up and the next morning it was black and blue. I was like, whoa.
Was it nighttime when you did the screenshot?
Yeah.
Was it daytime when you looked at it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem. It's the
But
lighting.
it's white and gold.
So Just Cause 3, the game that just came out, they had that dress in the fucking game.
Oh
I
my
don't know if
God.
anybody's seen that, yeah.
Oh my
Because they have a bunch of Easter eggs hidden in there, and one of them was like this lady. I haven't played the game. I just watched. I think Rooster Teeth did a video on it, and yeah, there's a lady wearing a white and gold dress and like goes black and blue, that kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That stuff's so funny to me because it just becomes so dated so quickly.
Oh yeah.
So whenever I actually pick it up in a Steam sale 10 years from now for $5.
Like the thing with Just Cause 3 right now, though, it's super broken on everything.
Oh, yeah,
It
no,
just
I know.
crashes randomly. Man,
Don't
it's
pre-order
easy.
games. Don't buy on release.
Too late. Whoops, pre-ordered the Division.
Damn.
Break them all on the rule.
Netflix and chill. That
Uh,
was 2015, right? Can we leave that there?
I saw Redbox.
What's wrong with
They
that?
Redbox had their own hashtag. They're like
It's-
Redbox and actually watch the movie. I'm like,
Oh.
I've got friends. I'll tell you what's wrong with that. I've got friends that are girls that I'm not going to try and do anything with because I'm too cool with them like that. I don't want to mess that up. Plus, they're not really that hot. But like we
Brush over
grew up
that.
in the same time period, so like watching shit like Lion King, Pokemon.
Iron
You want to
Giant.
come, bro? Give me some. I
Every
cried.
time.
I cried.
Every
But,
time we bring up movies, you always say Iron Giant.
I cried. But like, hey, you want to come over and watch Netflix? I've gotten back so many times. What else? And I asked him like, don't you want to see this movie that we both love? Like, you gonna try something?
right. You have to pull it up on Hulu just so there's no connotations.
Well, then, like, now there's
I'm done.
Hulu and Hang and
Crunchyroll and fill your holes.
IMAX and Climax.
Two fingers means pause. Repeat yourself. Repeat yourself.
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
It's for all the weebs.
Hey, I bet it is.
Crunchyroll and fill your holes, bro.
Which holes?
I don't want to talk about it.
For those of you who don't know what a weeb is a weeaboo, someone who likes the Japanese culture way too much.
The more you know.
The more you know.
So you're holes. So is it like a guy and a girl chilling, or is it like?
No, yeah.
That's whatever you want it to be, man. It's 2016. What the
No,
rest
no,
of it here?
I think the best one I saw, it was like 9 months after Netflix and chill, and it was just a lady holding a baby. And then the next panel was like 9 months after Crunchyroll and chill, and it was a baby in like a blue wig.
Damn it.
Unpopular opinion, vaping's overrated.
What? Vaping is
Vaping.
overrated?
Overrated.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier.
That's
And-
actually one of the quickest fads I've seen kind of die out. Like,
It's
already,
not dead.
I know it's not dead. But
It's
it's
not
like
as hype as it used
when
to
it
be.
first
Thank
started.
God.
This is the reason I fucking hate it. I was in the movie theater. Like, so when I first moved down here, I'd go to the movies and watch movies by myself. This big doucher that looked like straight out of Jersey Shore or something sits in front of me, and he has one of those giant fucking boxes, like those box
The
vaping
box
things.
mods.
Yes. And when he goes to like giant blue light, and I'm right behind him, so it's in my face, so I'm already kind of agitated. And then he doesn't blow it to the side. He looks straight up and blows it straight up above me.
Fucking dragon tails, unleash the dragon smoke in the deepest pits.
Since I'm so passive, I didn't fucking say anything. I was just kind of like, "Are you serious?" And I got up and moved to the very front. And I was really sad.
Breaking your neck.
Yeah, basically.
Well, there's a new disease that's actually associated with vaping now. It's bronchiolitis obliteratis, commonly known as popcorn lung.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I seen the title of an article about that. Did not read it.
I mean, the whole like vaping is better than smoking thing. It's yet to be
It was
seen.
a nice
It's-
alternative to help you quit, and now it's just a
it's weird that
fad.
people said that without actually looking into it. They're just like, vaping must be better than smoking.
No tobacco in it, is there? Well,
Well, there's other stuff, but we don't know about
go
that.
ahead.
Yeah. Every new thing just goes through that period of like early adoption. That like the Oculus Rift. Like
Glad you brought that up.
$600.
I actually wanted to talk about virtual reality. Go ahead and say what he's going to say though.
Oh no, it's just there's all these people who are so enthusiastic about something as soon as it hits the market, and they're willing to pay whatever it is, or not look at the risks, or even think critically about it. And it's frustrating because that's how these fads start. Is because people jump on a bandwagon, and then finally everybody catches up to them, and like, oh wait, you're a retard.
Yeah. My thing with I'm going to switch this over to virtual reality now, like video games. I hate how everybody keeps saying virtual reality is the next step in video games.
No, I don't think so.
It's going to be complementary. It's going to be a third pillar.
I think it's just going to be like a thing like Kinect was. How people like
cancer.
Motion gaming is the next thing
Don't talk
in
about
Xbox. It's like, okay. I mean, it's still like elements of it are still kind of around. It's like integrated pretty well now, but
it's not obnoxious.
You're not fucking playing Wii games all the time now, like flailing your arms around looking like an idiot. It's just not.
Right, now you just have like the 6-axis control where you just
like you do something slight, like you turn the controller, like flick it or some shit like that. I think virtual reality is going to shine in arcades.
Absolutely.
And amusement parks. I think that's where it's going to be most impactful.
I think
mainly because of
it's going to cost.
Yeah, it's the Oculus is always $600.
$600
on top of a high-end gaming PC.
Yeah, but they're releasing a bundle for
and you don't get a controller with it.
They can bundle these nuts. Right in their throat, bro.
That's just the thing. It's too niche a product. I mean, people will spend the money. I mean, look at Apple fans.
Oh, absolutely.
But exactly, yeah. But it's going to be a niche market regulated to a certain subsection of people who are like they got to play every new release. They got to have the newest experience. But as far as, I mean, there's just too many issues. Like, I wear glasses, and I don't want to have to wear some goggles over my face every time I want to play a game over my glasses. Just like, I hate 3D movies for the same reason.
Exactly.
It dims the screen. It's uncomfortable. It's bad.
I think it's just, because like the only games that I've seen, the only software I've seen for it so far are porn and like little Flash games.
Right.
It's like,
and like old Valve games like Half-Life 2.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a fad. I don't think virtual reality. However, augmented reality, I think that has a lot of promise.
I think that would.
Yeah, I think it has more promise too. But I mean, it seems like there was that initial push, like with the 3DS and some Google applications, like Google Maps on your phone, and then I don't necessarily see it as like it's just not. It didn't progress as fast as I thought it would have.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more of like mobile. I don't think it's. Because you can't really do augmented reality.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to bring up.
I still want to download that. That shit.
It's not out yet.
It's not?
No. I don't think they've said.
Yeah, because Nintendo still has their other mobile game coming out first.
Because the concept just sounds so dope.
Yeah.
What is it? Miitomo is their...
Oh, God, I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, it's like this simulation thing. It's like Tamagotchi life, only... for your phone. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, because that's why I don't carry my 3DS around. It's just because, I already have too much stuff I need to carry around on a daily basis. But, I never get Street Pass, I never do anything. But if I get Street Pass on my phone, like, that's something I could actually use, because it's something I actually do carry around.
You don't have to carry around this giant fucking brick in your pocket. In just the hopes that somebody else is doing the same exact thing passes you on the street.
Or, have the 3DS pouch that I clip to my belt that I've seen.
Pokemon Go is apparently currently in beta.
Oh yeah?
And is supposed to be released sometime this year.
We'll see.
So it might crash.
So hopefully, people think maybe winter.
That's maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they could always be like, spring.
Like Uncharted 4 or Zelda Wii U.
Division.
Entertainment. What did you guys think of the movies, TV shows, and games of last year?
Last year, Star Wars took the cake. There's
Star Wars
no
and Mad
competition.
Max.
I wouldn't know about Mad Max. I didn't see that.
Mad Max. You need to see Mad Max.
You didn't want to bring up
Fuck
that
you,
Mad
Josh.
Max.
I know you're
Listen, all right, listen.
You are the only person I know who did not thoroughly enjoy that movie.
I think honestly because I haven't seen the rest of the series.
You don't have to see the rest of the series. That's the thing.
That movie was so. I felt like I was high. It's just great, but not really, because that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like,
who doesn't love a little Australian weird?
Every like quick shot of those scenes where it would flash and just something that would throw you off guard, just made no sense. And why is it that Tom Hardy can't have a part where something's not covering his face?
You got a point.
Like real shit.
But Josh, your opinion?
Mediocre. Reference.
I don't get it
We
either.
just don't see it. Just don't see it, Elijah.
I'll
Save
try not
yourself.
to.
So yeah, Elijah, Star Wars.
Star Wars was
I
definitely
thoroughly
better.
enjoyed Star Wars. The main issue I had was just how much of a retread it was of A New Hope and just the original trilogy in general.
See, the way I like it because it's kind of I can see why people don't like it on that because it's kind of they're playing it safe. They're like this is the sure bet to have a good movie is just to retell it, but it's also kind of retelling it for a newer generation.
Right,
Yeah,
which
that
I
was
get.
my-
It's a soft reboot.
Yeah, if they was going to do a reboot with Star Wars, that is the best way they
to
could
do
have done it.
Right, because
Just to
if you
continue
go
it
off
on.
track, you can go way off track like
Yeah.
the prequels.
But what's Finn's actor? I forget his first name.
John Boyega.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it is.
I said it
He's
earlier.
British.
Yeah, that's
Not
surprising.
know that.
Have you
So
heard his
Daisy
Pinocchio?
Ridley is too.
Pinocchio?
Nigerian.
His Pinocchio impersonation is on point.
That's creepy.
It's funny.
Because he is the epitome of black.
But
He tweeted, off topic real quick, he made a tweet that was like, one day I want to go to Japan and run like Naruto through the streets or something. I thought that was, he became my favorite actor right there. That was the best thing I've ever read.
I'll join him.
he
Yeah,
has said that the new movie's supposed to be a lot darker.
Which I'm looking forward to. I just hope that they don't continue the retread into episode 8 and have Luke be this Yoda figure.
Yeah, I think their themes, like matching themes, are done. This was just a way of like introducing
Saying
this new
everything,
generation to
yeah.
it.
People who like probably not even been born or just haven't been into it.
Well, and
yeah.
plus, you have to think movies are global now, and what I've been reading in China is that there wasn't the cultural connection to it that there is in America, where we hear Star Wars movie, of course we think the next great sci-fi epic.
Yeah, like it's gonna fucking sell out no matter what.
Right, and then they're just like, oh yeah, another sci-fi movie from America.
Yeah.
So, you got to get those
There's mad
ties.
kids who don't like their sci-fi movies.
Right.
Do they make sci-fi movies?
Bro, they
You
make
wanna
some
see a
creepy.
sci-fi movie
They make some
over
creepy
there?
movies. I watched a movie, an Asian movie. I don't know where it was from, where it was this guy. It's a hospital, and in the middle of the night, a random body gets dropped there from an ambulance, and like everyone's like losing their mind, and this doctor, I guess, was affected by it and starts killing everybody, but he doesn't know it. He just sees it as the body killing everybody. It was the weirdest movie I've ever seen.
That sounds pretty wild.
And he started seeing green as red, and that was why like he kept seeing instead of blood, he was seeing like green footprints and like puddles
Okay,
everywhere. It
that's a little weird.
was
That's beyond.
I enjoyed it, but it was weird.
What other movies came out in 2015?
Inside Out.
Oh,
I haven't
love
seen
it.
that movie.
It was a return to form for Pixar. I haven't seen Good Dinosaur. I haven't heard.
Oh, I heard bad things
That's
about
out,
that
isn't
movie.
it? I completely
Not for kids.
Yeah, I heard bad
Like he
things.
decapitates a dinosaur in that movie.
Excuse me?
Yeah, weird up. Like he decapitates a dinosaur. It's like,
Yeah, but I think Pixar is an interesting case. I think they're just settling into a creative lull right now after being bought out by Disney. Is that now they're just
I thought
going into
Pixar was always owned by Disney.
no? Is that they were founded in part by Steve Jobs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
fun
Yeah.
fact.
One good thing Apple
Boy,
did.
no.
and so so a lot of the render farms and everything they used were Apple products at first, but then they collaborated with Disney because of Steve Jobs. He went to them for a distribution deal, and then it's caused a lot of issues for him in the past because Disney's owned the creative IP for their properties without Pixar. So like Disney was actually going to do their own version of Toy Story 2 without Pixar, and they fought him tooth and nail for it. And so eventually Pixar was forced to make Toy Story 2. That way Disney wouldn't make it and ruin it.
Who isn't owned by Disney nowadays?
That's
by the
the
way?
thing. Like, I can wake up in my Star Wars pajamas, get up, have my Star Wars cereal, get in my Star Wars car, go to my job where I sell Star Wars toys.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of
Disney.
or the Pixar, what's your most anticipated Pixar sequel that's coming out from now until
What are
2019?
the choices? Jesus.
You have Cars 3. What is it? The Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4,
Incredibles
Finding
2.
Dory. I think
I'm gonna say
Incredibles 2 is
Yeah,
my.
Incredibles
I don't really
I
care
was-
about Dory.
That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite Pixar
That
movies.
is
It's
probably
the best
one-
Fantastic Four movie. Oh yeah, that came out this past year.
Oh,
Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
God.
I never saw it. and I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah,
Huge
nobody
black
did.
dude. That is the most boring movie I've ever seen in my life.
Just
That's-
boring. It wasn't.
As much as I love the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, I hate what they've done to superhero movies just in general. Is that everything has to be dark, that's not Marvel.
See, but that one didn't even feel like a superhero movie.
Right.
They learn their powers and spend the next, they learn their powers, right? Cuts to like a year later of them trying to figure out how to get rid of them. But this past year, they've been training to figure out how to use them. I'm like, why the fuck are you training to use your powers if you're spending all your free time trying to get rid of them? Oh god, that was such a horrible movie.
Superhero movies. What did you guys honestly think about Age of Ultron? Because I know that's kind of a big thing where people are like, I don't know.
I still have a lot of questions.
Everybody went and saw it, but it had no cultural impact like the Avengers did.
That was like, when I first saw it, I was like, that was incredible. I absolutely loved Ultron.
I haven't watched it again.
And then I watched it a second time, and I was like, that movie wasn't so great.
Right.
And then a week later, I forgot about it.
It's kind of just like Avatar, like one of those big movies that everybody goes and sees and no one talks about it.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in Avatar.
That's a long ass movie. I don't blame you.
I fell asleep.
I think I fell asleep during the first Pirates of the Caribbean when it was in theaters. It was so long.
But Spidey is back at Marvel.
Yeah, he is. And supposedly, him, Black Panther, and Vision, I want to say, have pretty big arcs in Civil War.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm excited.
Yeah, supposedly what I heard. Spoiler alert for anybody.
All right,
Tell you,
go
the
ahead.
internet,
God
like
damn
you're gonna get like we're gonna get comments.
That's fine.
We're gonna get one comment on our first episode. It's gonna be fuck Jared.
Is that Spider-Man's supposed to be teaming up with Tony, or he's offered by Tony Stark. What I'm assuming would be something like the Scarlet Spider suit.
Iron Spider.
I'm so fucking sorry,
Yeah,
Jerry.
get it right.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, Scarlet Spider was another person.
Yeah,
that's right.
that
That was like the
Ben Reilly. That's his name.
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Wasn't it a clone of Peter Parker?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Clone Saga. 90s.
There we go. Iron Spider. There
Iron
we go.
Spider, yep.
See, he's red with the yellow and
Yep, it's got the
Scarlet's
little,
red
little
with
legs
the-
on his back. It's awesome.
yeah, but
Love
that's
Iron
what I'm
Spider.
assuming when they say Tony Stark offers him a costume.
Right. Well, I don't know how I feel about that because we've seen Spider-Man in 4 movies now.
Adam Garfield, best Spider-Man.
Adam Garfield.
Oh my God! God damn it. Andrew, cut that out.
Oh boy.
Andrew Garfield
I will
definitely
fight
hands
you
down my.
tooth and nail.
Tobey Maguire's a
Way
little
better
bitch.
than Tony Maguire.
The Sam Raimi trilogy.
Is the worst.
Well, okay,
After 2.
not the trilogy.
So just the last movie was terrible.
But
I think both Amazing Spider-Mans are pretty fantastic. If I do say so myself, you
Well,
could
pretty
probably call them
amazing.
amazing. Ha ha
I knew he was going with
ha.
I have every issue with the Amazing Spider-Man
See,
series.
my issue with the Amazing
cinematography, pacing, character, just
You just don't like it because Andrew Garfield wasn't a little bitch like Tobey Maguire.
no. Okay, so
Man, no.
Here we go. Just the infamous FYE debate again. Because
right.
last time we was in FYE, you guys stood there.
where
for
I
like
literally
30
threw a
minutes.
copy of the
really
Amazing
glad.
At
Spider-Man
each
on the
other's
ground.
throats.
I think the first Amazing Spider-Man was great. I think the second one
They just
was my
shoehorned-
favorite. But yes, I know they shoehorned in Goblin, and that's
Not
my
even
biggest.
that.
That's my biggest flaw was they shoehorned Rhino in so they could lead up to the Sinister Six movie at the end, and they shoehorned
Which is like
in
coming out now.
Goblin just to kill Gwen. I think they could have saved that for the next movie.
Just my issues with every Spider-Man movie so far is that we've never spent any time with him in high school, which is
Yeah, see, which is where with Civil War, he's already been Spider-Man for a year or 2 already,
right. But he's still.
and
I
he's
mean,
still in high school.
Tom Holland is younger than we are,
Yeah, he's
which
like-
creeps
he's
me
like
out.
16.
Yeah, which is why they
He's
wanted
19.
it was because I'm
Which-
19.
Creeps me the fuck out that I'm older than Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man's never aged.
Well,
It's
true,
creative,
but-
so it's bound to happen
He's
eventually.
always been 15.
That's what it seems like.
Well, no, like I mean, there are arcs. Like he does grow up. You know, I mean, he and Mary Jane get divorced.
Yeah,
He's
what's,
a teacher. Like
the other, the one where he fucking turns into like a spider.
that
Oh,
was
man,
before the 2002 Spider-Man. Is
Yeah.
that they were trying to explain away the biological web shooters to have it match up with the movie continuity.
Oh, okay.
Just like Nick Fury's black in the comics now.
Right.
Was he not before?
No.
Oh, that's right.
No, he was a white guy.
Yep. With white
As it
set.
should be.
But
Well, he was black. He was always black in the Ultimate Universe. Right?
Yeah, and that's
yeah,
what
in the
it is,
Ultimate
yeah.
Universe, isn't that because I thought in like the original, from the 40s, 50s Spider-Man comics, I thought he was already in college and stuff, and I thought it was the
he
Ultimate
starts-
Universe that introduced the high school Peter.
No, he's always been in. It's like started off.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
I think that's my.
Miles Morales, this little black kid.
Now it is.
Now it is.
Oh, now it is.
I don't even understand what happened.
So-
It's like, oh, Ultimate Spider-Man verse, and now the Amazing Spider-Man verse
Okay,
because he
you guys.
crossed.
There we go.
So this is what
Gather
happened.
around, children.
Good, I need to learn.
Is that before the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Okay.
whenever Marvel sold all its film rights to Spider-Man, X-Men, all that, they realized that there was going to be this whole new group of people who are going to be interested in comic books due to these movies, but they didn't want to have to deal with 40 plus years of backstory and continuity and things like that.
Right.
So they launched the Ultimate line of X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, all these things, which of course after a few years got bogged down in continuity and everything else, just like comic books do, parallel universes. So what you were saying about like Secret Wars and the multiverse and Spider-Verse and everything is recently Marvel had a huge multiverse
Collection
ending
of universes.
Yeah. So Ultimate Peter Parker died in like I want to say it was 2009.
That was a sad. I actually.
Yeah.
It was
So
like
you know
one
about that.
Spider-Man comic. That's the one where he fights like the entire Sinister Six by himself with a bullet wound, right?
Yeah, and then he
it
dies
was-
in Aunt May's arms.
That was sad. Only Spider-Man comic I've read.
But then, see, maybe that's why I like the Maguire trilogy, because I've actually like read everything and I get where they're coming from with his
I've
big
never read
dream.
any of the Ultimate stuff. That's why because when the movie started coming out, like you said, I was like, man, these movies are awesome. I really want, because I didn't grow up with comic books. I just started buying them like a few years ago.
That's what I did, yeah.
But I was like, Ultimate sounds fucking stupid, so I'm just gonna buy all the volumes and trades of all this old stuff. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I still don't like Ultimate Universe. I'm glad it's dead.
But yeah, so in the Ultimate Universe, after Peter Parker dies, what is his name?
Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales, sorry. His uncle is actually a jewel thief and breaks into Oscorp and ends up picking up a radioactive spider, and it bites Miles. So it's always the connection to Oscorp.
Yeah.
They never go away.
Nope.
I think Miles' powers are pretty cool, where he can like turn invisible for like a short period of time.
Yeah, because
He,
let's
can
get
inject
even
venom
further
into
away
them.
from real life spiders.
What
You know?
spider can turn invisible?
Yeah. So like spider sense was already a stretch. Now we're gonna just keep adding to it.
Superior Spider-Man was my favorite.
Yeah, that's the one where Doc Ock becomes
Yeah,
Spider-Man, right?
His mind gets put into Peter's body, and it is great. Fucking loved it.
I love
That's-
that gif of Spider-Man where it's like, I sense danger, and he turns around with a fucking gun in his face. Oh god.
I think that's one of the things that relegates comic books to being a niche entertainment is just the continuity, and plus they're just weird.
It's
I love
Weird.
it.
You want to talk about weird? Let's take it back to the Incredible Hulk TV series and why that nigga was fighting wrestlers as the Hulk and why they were still alive.
Or the old Wonder Woman with Linda Carter where she's fighting the mafia.
I really wish they would do really cheap, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Flash and Arrow. I wish those would just be like a super cheesy
Like
superhero movie.
Batman 66.
Yes, like the Adam West Batman,
Oh
stuff
my
like that.
god. I'd never seen an episode of that until like I think sometime last year. It came on TV. I was like, wow, this is great. I love old superhero shows like the Spider-Man show.
Great is
the movies.
subjective. The reason I quit buying comic books, I haven't bought them in the past couple months, because I was reading, right up to Secret Wars, I was reading like an issue of Nova, and there was like a little asterisk somewhere, it's like, see what happened in Guardians number 22. And I'm like, why? I just want to read about Nova. I don't give a shit. And it's like, it began to get like, if I wanted to understand what was going on, I had to be reading 13 different series.
Yeah,
and I'm
and
like, this
side
is stupid.
stories.
And that's what killed comics in the 90s.
I thought was
It is
making
like
those
the Clone
choose-
Wars.
Choose your own fate.
Bro, I hated the
Every
Clone
time.
Wars, man.
Pulled the whole, I didn't take my finger off the page. I'm gonna fucking die in a
It's like
fucking
you guys
book.
are,
I'm still alive.
Fuck you, R.L. Stein.
Now they're making
Oh, yeah,
the
the-
books.
No, they already did.
It already, yeah, it's
out.
an adult
It's
theater.
already been a dollar theater and then out of that again.
I'll wait till it's on Netflix in a week. It'll be there.
Right.
DVD, son.
Straight to Netflix, Red Face, and Small Face.
And then Crunchyroll.
They're not gonna put Goosebumps on.
Well, someone can get their whole spill. I'm still tripping off of that. Crunchyroll.
Okay. So we've talked about movies. We've talked about a little bit about TV. What games did you guys play?
Biggest well, this is in 2015. I think the biggest disappointment of games in the past few years is definitely Destiny. Let's talk about that.
Okay. So I'm gonna give my opinion because I bought Destiny for the Taken Kings. That's when I got an Xbox One, and I played it for like 2 weeks straight. And I was like, dude, why is everybody talking so bad about this game? This is like the funnest game I've ever played. It was awesome. Got to like max level in like a week.
Then you got to the 15th day.
And then they updated it. And I'm like, what? This game sucks. What are they doing? Like now I can pay $20 and get max level and max out my subclasses, what I just spent 2 weeks doing.
Yeah, I've always been a Nintendo PC kind of guy, but I bought a PS4 this year and I downloaded the Destiny demo, and I'm like, oh, this is yeah. Well, I mean, just that's all I needed. I just wanted to see like
get a taste.
Yeah, get a taste. See how the gunplay was. And it was really fun. But then I get online and I'm reading, oh, microtransactions added to the game. You can just start off on level 25. Like, it punishes those early adopters, which is again something that's horrible in gaming. You know. Early adopters are beta testers right now in gaming, just pure and simple.
By early adopters, you mean like people that buy it even within like the first month? Yeah,
exactly. That's what I mean.
I pre-ordered it for I had that pre-order for 2 years, I think. No, a year, because I pre-ordered in 2013. Because that's when it was supposed to come out. I got that game, and I loved it at first. I was like, this is the best thing ever. I'm so glad Bungie put this out. And then it's like, you start to realize it was more grindy than it should have been. It was like, oh, I do all this and I get jack shit for it. Like, what am I supposed to show for killing this raid boss? Oh, fucking nothing, because the RNG system was so terrible.
As someone who has played a ton of MMORPGs, this has got to be like the least grindy one I played. Like World of Warcraft, I don't know how it is now because I haven't played the last expansion. But that you could sit there for a fucking week just grinding, trying to get a piece of armor.
Did you play Final Fantasy 14?
I did not, no.
I heard a lot of people complain about the grindiness of that.
Are you talking about the first version or Realm Reborn?
I want to say Realm Reborn.
Okay. Yeah, because it launched a complete mess, and like they had to pull it.
Like Batman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a great game.
Let's talk about Arkham Knight.
That was a great game. I don't want anyone talking shit about that. That hands down was the best Batman game I have ever played.
Again, as a PC gamer, I still haven't played it, but I have. That was unprecedented.
That was a really bad launch.
The fact that Steam Greenlight games still end up on Steam, but they pull Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, that was really weird. And again, like even when it released on consoles, didn't it like have suffer from like really frame rate drops and stuff like that?
I never had a problem with it.
Yeah,
I think the worst thing I had was I went to fucking Grapple and Batman started going way out of bounds. I have the clip. He goes, oh, I'm out of nowhere, just glitch further into the sky, and I just keep going. It doesn't stop, and then I glitch back, and it's like, shoot.
I've yet to play it because I heard about all the problems I had on PC, and I was like, I don't want to buy that, because I just assumed
I'll let you borrow it.
I don't want to borrow it. I got too much to play. It's alright.
That's the thing. I feel like the time's passed. Like all these yearly releases that we get anymore, like Assassin's Creed.
I'm glad they stopped annual releases for Assassin's Creed.
I heard good things about Syndicate though.
Unity sucks.
I don't give a shit about Syndicate. After Assassin's Creed 3, I lost every bit of interest in this series. I think Assassin's Creed 2 was drug on for too long with Brotherhood and
Revelations.
What was Brotherhood? Brotherhood, I got Christmas Day. I played for like a week. I stopped. I did not pick it up till almost a year later to finish it. And then what was the other one? It started with an R.
Revelations.
I learned how to roll over people. And I didn't play that game after that.
Why did you keep getting them then?
I didn't. This one I bought from my friend. I learned. Okay. Assassin's Creed 3 was the last Assassin's Creed I bought, and I actually enjoyed that one more than like all the two. Playing as Connor. Connor is a real badass motherfucker. Bam.
Yeah. See, like games that they actually innovated, stuff like that, like Black Flag and 3.
I didn't like Black Flag either, because I didn't like the ship. I didn't like ship play.
I love ship.
I didn't like getting in them damn fights on them.
That's what I don't get. Like, why hasn't somebody just made a straight up pirate game now?
Well, there is.
Well, true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A weird little MMO kind of thing. They've literally just released like a trailer that said, hey, we're doing a pirate MMO thing.
Yeah, I remember that from E3. Yeah. But hopefully, from what I've heard, Assassin's Creed's taking this year off. But there's the movie coming out.
They just put out Assassin's Creed India though, didn't they? Like
Assassin's Creed, what is it? It's not India. It's
Chronicles.
Oh,
and then you have like different countries I think
within
you
it.
can go to.
Yeah, so we'll still have our Assassin's Creed from the movie this year, but Watch Dogs 2 apparently is taking its spot for the Christmas release.
Oh God, Watch Dogs. That was I didn't buy that game mainly because of all the backlash it got after it came out.
I got done with Watch Dogs in a couple days, and I just looked around my house. I was like, I could have did everything else. This is a waste of my time.
Just wait till GTA 5.
GTA 5 is.
You mean 6?
Well, at that point, it hadn't come out for PS4 or PC or anything like that.
He said you should have just waited.
Yeah.
That's right.
They actually have a mod that came out recently in GTA 5.
I saw that.
It's in hacking, so it makes it better than Watch Dogs.
I saw a video of a guy shooting cars from a rifle.
Yep.
Like he was just every bullet was a car, and there was a boat for a rocket launcher. It was the funniest shit.
Mods are some of the best things ever.
Mods are the best thing ever.
I think it was best and the worst.
Fucking Macho Man Randy Savage
The
for the
Macho
Death
Man
Claws
Randy Savage
in
Death
Fallout
Claws
4
and Fallout.
and the John Cena.
That's something that can stay way back in 2015.
I'm gonna keep bringing it back to the conversation.
I know you're gonna keep
John Stamos, everywhere you
Stupid. I almost broke my phone watching that video.
I'm ashamed of how much John Cena stuff I own now, just because of this big fucking joke.
I mean, you did buy me a picture, so
Yeah, I bought you a picture. That doesn't mean I want like people to reciprocate that. I don't want this stuff.
Wait, who bought you John Cena stuff?
What?
I almost bought you that Pops. I should have.
Oh, you should have.
Get that 30-inch figure.
One day I'm just gonna have this like fucking burial ceremony. I'm just gonna bury all this John Cena stuff. Put it in a time capsule. 3 years later, they'll be able to look back on 2015 and just find this box of John Cena stuff.
Play on the organ. I'm over how bad people got offended in 2015.
I'm not. That was
how everyone was so butthurt off everything. I could post a status: rainbows are stupid.
Well, you got something.
I identify as a rainbow, sir.
I'll get 30 comments about like gay pride and like colorblind children and fucking the Holocaust.
Colorblind children.
I'll get some bullshit, bro. I promise, cause.
I mean, it's at the point people are getting offended that you're getting offended.
Yeah.
Are you really getting offended? That offends me. Like,
we live in a really weird time.
We really do, and it's just the fact that everyone has a voice now. I don't even know if it's that the times have changed. It's that people have an outlet to express their disappointment.
Yeah,
because there's always been things like, the original Star Trek TV show, was brought back by the fans writing into the network. And can you imagine like a social media campaign today to bring back a TV show? I mean, we see it like with Firefly and stuff like that. People still trying to bring stuff back.
Firefly still isn't coming back.
I feel like the internet took away winners and losers.
Oh,
because it used to be like, the worst thing, you get a participation rating for like a race or something, and then you had first, second, and third place. Now you got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and you're all winners. You're all special.
Everybody.
So no one loses. Right. Yay!
It's the entire self-esteem movement. We don't want to tell people they're wrong. We don't want to tell people that their opinions are bad or harmful.
That's why I go out of my way that if someone is like sucking at something, like, hey, you need to get better because you ain't shit. Like I'll do that. Like I don't care, man. Some people need to be knocked off that high horse. I don't want to judge
Another thing that's weird is I don't know how to describe this really, but when people get upset, like I've seen recently, what was it? Like, okay, this whole Starbucks thing, like how they didn't have the thing on the cup.
Oh my god.
No, I never seen a single person actually complain that it wasn't on the cup. All I've seen was people complaining about people complaining that there was nothing on the cup.
It was a video Josh Fierstein posted.
That made me so mad. I don't like watching his videos, but I do it anyways, and I just get more mad every time.
So one idiotic redneck with a backwards baseball cap who doesn't know how to shoot landscape.
Turn your phone sideways, man. People who are recording videos, turn it sideways. It's not hard.
Managed to cause this whole internet uproar for weeks, and nobody gave a shit, except that they gave a shit that people were offended.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that was me, but
like,
we're not focusing on me.
When you complain about somebody complaining about something, that gives it that much more attention. Like, I would have never known there was an uproar about the Starbucks cup. Right. Unless people were like, I can't believe there are people upset about the Starbucks cup. I'm like, does that make you upset that people are upset? Who gives a shit? Don't ignore it.
That's everything I see. Like, Bill Nye debating Ken Ham or anything else is that we're giving them the platform to speak. Whenever if we just would ignore them, they would go the fuck away.
Yeah.
But the internet took that away. You can't
exactly. Everybody has an outlet.
Everyone's so easily accessed now, and people are I can find this in 2 seconds and entertain it, or I can post a comment like someone's gonna care.
Mhm.
Like YouTube comments are so pointless.
So toxic too.
That's why
Cesspool of
I've never
humanity.
understood internet bullying. Like, you know how you stop internet bullying? Power off.
Well, see,
And go the fuck outside.
people say that, but that's my thing on this. Like, that also involves all the people that know you now too. So that's still like
Yeah, like I
breaks
actually.
into your
that is
everyday
true.
life. Even if you do just turn off the computer, you still gotta deal with that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this year, I actually uninstalled the Facebook app off my phone just because I was tired of getting the constant updates and everyone expecting me to be available 24/7.
Right.
And you know, I had a friend this year. He passed away due to internet bullying, and it's just a really shitty thing that I'm seeing affecting, you know, our demographic.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think it's necessarily our culture's changed. It's just the weight that we attribute to things too.
We're so callous and turned off to people's emotions because, like,
Exactly.
boys back in the day had to like say it to your face and like get your reaction. Now they can just, that felt good. And walk away.
And just close and walk away. They're like, they don't think about
care who
any
they hurt,
repercussions that it might
like,
have.
Exactly. I have the entire access to all of the knowledge of humankind, and I use it to argue with strangers and look at cat videos.
Yeah. We're so advanced.
Oh, future.
We're barely out of the jungle.
Oh, SpongeBob reference.
We gotta
Gonna see
we
if we can make it a
wean
whole
ourselves.
episode without one.
We gotta wean ourselves off of it. It's getting bad.
There's no way.
Like I just do it accidentally now.
It's just a part of my DNA.
So, quick question for you guys. Out of 2016 superhero movies, which ones are you most excited for?
Quick answer: Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay, well.
Okay, that's different. I would still say Civil War.
Yeah, I'd have to say Civil War.
I'm excited
only
for Civil
for
War, but
Spider-Man. I want
Okay,
Yeah,
to
exactly. That's my thing.
That's fair. But I think the Doctor Strange movie is going to be so like beautiful as far as the scenes go. Like because the director said it's going to be an acid trip basically. It's going to be a lot that has to deal with like the magic and all that stuff. And I think it's going to be fucking.
And I'm interested
mind-blowing.
too, now that Marvel's gone cosmic with Guardians of the Galaxy, to see Mystical Marvel
Hell
and how
yeah,
it all
dude.
combines.
Because my favorite comic book series is Nova, Guardians, like all the space people.
Guardians comes out next year, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
And Autumn.
And then they also said that Infinity War is going to be the culmination of all the Marvel's
Yep.
like MCU.
It's like 67 characters.
Oh, I'm so happy.
It's gonna be like 4 hours.
No, it's
Oh,
two
gonna be
movies.
2 movies.
Yeah.
I just got like
Each
released
movie
back
might
to
be like
back.
3 hours though.
So
what was I gonna say?
which one are you least excited for?
Least excited for?
Gambit.
Definitely would have to.
Probably
Is
one I
Gambit
can-
even coming out? Because I heard
Yeah,
that
I-
was a problem with Tatum.
Probably one that I can't name this.
Even if it was, I'm just like.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of
it's tie
hate for
between
this.
X-Men and Batman v Superman.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm probably gonna get some hate for this with Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that is going to be the biggest disappointment.
They're gonna
See,
rush
but they-
everything in the end.
They say there are a bunch of things that we still don't know. We still don't know the main bad guy, even though people are speculating it's.
I've seen the toys, and apparently Lex Luthor's in a power armor, and they're
God
trying
damn
to
it!
Batman-
That's supposed to stay in the games.
And Batman and Superman are going to fight each other.
and Wonder Woman and somehow Flash and Aquaman are fitting here somehow.
They're gonna be on the last 30 minutes, just gonna boom. I'm excited for Deadpool. In this order, Deadpool, because I've just always been a
Deadpool, I think it's gonna be a great movie.
Suicide Squad. I want to see it because I want to see Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, I
absolutely
think
going
I think
to
people
see
are
it.
Yeah.
dogging him too much. I think he's gonna be one of the best Jokers. You know, out of the
Under
four that
Heath
we
Ledger.
under the four that we see, Heath Ledger hands down is probably.
But yeah, Jared
I
Leto's
feel like
gonna
it's an
tear it
unpopular
up.
opinion, though.
And
I
then
feel
of
people-
course, I want to see Apocalypse, and I definitely want to see Civil War. 'Cause I want to see Tony Stark get his ass whooped.
that part's gonna make me cry.
That scene in the trailer almost made me cry. It's like, but he's your friend. So was I.
The next day after that trailer launched, Robert Downey Jr. posted on Twitter, "How to make nerds cry in one sentence." So was I.
That really did.
Gambit movie comes out October 7th. It does come out this year.
Is it even
Is
in
it still-
pre-production? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
are
didn't
they
even
gonna get it
hear
out by
anything.
I'm
October?
not sure. This might be an outdated website actually.
Okay.
It might be because last I heard they were having trouble with Tatum and he didn't want to do it.
Oh, this is absolutely not the website. It says November 11th, Sinister 6.
Ooh,
Yep. Sorry, never mind. Still don't know.
So is Channing Tatum like actually gonna play Gambit, or
I'm not sure.
because they keep replacing like Colossus and everyone else, just
Yeah.
the random side X-Men.
See, I don't know.
But
Like,
it's going to be so weird bringing the X-Men movies together because it's Colossus and in Deadpool.
Right.
Is that being played by the same guy who played him in previous X-Men movies?
Like, I mean, who even played him in 2 and 3?
Was he even Russian in 2 and 3?
I don't think so. That's one thing
He had one line in 3 whenever they were in the simulation room, fighting the Sentinels.
Deal.
Oh.
So it's not like it even matters. It's not like you're replacing Hugh Jackman.
Some random guy that used to play football, they made him an actor, and he's gonna have a couple lines.
We cannot replace Hugh Jackman.
Like
No,
Game of
they can't.
Thrones
They
with
just
the
need
mountain.
to kill off Wolverine.
They will. Oh, one
I
thing
have
about
to continue to watch because for Game of Thrones, I keep starting and stopping and watching The Office, and I have to stop.
For what?
Watching The
Watching
Office
The
like you've
Office.
never seen it before.
I have to see it
So-
again.
Did you guys watch Game of Thrones season 5?
I've not
I've not
watched
any.
of Thrones.
Okay, well,
Walking Dead was my thing.
this is a bit of a
Not watched
spoiler
any
for
of
you.
The Walking Dead.
This is a bit of a spoiler for you guys for Game of Thrones season 5, but there was a bit of a controversy this year about rape culture and
Oh,
rape
yeah.
in media.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about that? Do you feel rape is an appropriate topic for entertainment and something we should look at and discuss?
I feel like with any problem, you can't just sweep it under the carpet like people want to do. Like it's there, it happens. But I mean,
You know,
As
we're
long as
doing
they're
that
not
when we
making
see-
light of the situation, I don't
Right.
see problems with it. But
It's what happened is that the changes in the show are so drastic from the books now
right.
that a character who isn't even supposed to be in location took another character's place who didn't get raped. So you have a character who's not supposed to be there with an action that's not supposed to happen.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so that was where a lot of it was just the book fans, being angry.
Yeah.
But I just don't, like, we saw the same thing with the 2013 Tomb Raider.
Mhm.
That was a great game.
It was a great game, but there was a lot of controversy. And I know a lot of people didn't play it at first because they thought that they were, trying to make Laura this
Sexualized character.
super vulnerable character.
Oh,
yeah,
See, but I mean,
because Lara Croft is the ultimate sex symbol in games.
She always
I'm kinda
has
glad
been,
they
even when
toned
she
it
was
down.
had pyramid booties. Still was.
see, the thing about that though, about her being like vulnerable and stuff, it's like you're taking this girl that's kind of like never done any of this before, and
Right.
you're like throwing her on an island where she's got to learn from what her father taught her. Yeah,
That's-
she's gonna be vulnerable.
yeah.
And that's the thing. People don't look at it in context. They don't look at anything in context. They just see the headline. They see the thing on Facebook.
Oh,
they,
she's about to get raped.
right.
This shouldn't be in stores. I'm sure they should be playing
from
this.
that video game
I'm gonna
poster,
play.
she about to get raped.
that bear's gonna really no, bro.
Right. They don't look at it in context of an origin story, letting it be a motivation to drive her to become the strong, person that she becomes.
I think that plays a lot from the first game. I think you seeing her struggle and kind of learn from it. I think that plays a big helping hand in the Rise of the Tomb Raider. I've been playing it for a little bit.
I wish
and
they
she's
would have picked a
definitely-
different name.
Rise definitely.
Rise of the Tomb Raider should not be the second game in the series.
It's
Rise
like-
is like the first.
It's like the Planet of the Apes series. Like, how are we gonna
Dawn of the Planet of the
Yeah.
I
Apes.
thought y'all already had a put.
So yeah, let's talk about Rise of the Tomb Raider a little bit. We kind of glossed over that when we talked about games. Microsoft's exclusivity kind of bombed on it.
I
looks like.
don't agree with it. I understand why it happened. When you have a company that kind of helps you fund most of the game, because I believe that's what
Well-
Microsoft did, was they came in and they helped them fund.
Yeah.
the
They
game.
help market it because Square, I don't know what it is with Japanese companies and sales, but they put so much money into something to where it has to sell 5-6 million copies just to even break even.
Yeah.
And so they were really disappointed with the sales of the first Tomb Raider game.
Square
So
Enix make Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Oh.
Square
Yeah,
Enix
they-
and Crystal Dynamics.
yeah, Crystal
Oh.
Dynamics is the developer, Square Enix is publisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and it's just the fact that Microsoft stepped in, helped marketing, helped distribution, all that, and it sold 1 million copies from.
Which is still disappointing in their eyes. But that's
Yeah.
just on one system. And I also don't think that the PS4 version should be coming out. When is it? I think it's coming out
They haven't announced
the
yet. They've
second
been,
half of this year. I think it should come out this month. I think it's this month. that
The PC version
comes out.
Oh.
I think that's
Which-
how it should have been.
I think the PS4 and PC versions were going to be closer together, but because they've only sold 1 million copies, they wanted to get it out there and get the sales while it's still fresh.
It's
Because
a good game. It really
yeah,
is.
I want to play it, but I don't own an Xbox One, and I'm not going to play it on 360.
And that's one of those games too where like you're not gonna buy an Xbox One for Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I walked into a Best Buy and they literally had
They do
entire
have
pallets of just
Rise of the Tomb Raider Xbox Ones that aren't selling.
Yeah,
I-
I mean, like, because that's not something that's theirs. Like Halo, you're like, oh dude, I
gotta buy my. That's why I bought my Xbox.
Yeah, you're like,
because I was
Xbox
like, Halo 5 is coming out
for the next
Gotta get it.
Halo. Nobody's like, I gotta get an Xbox so I can get Tomb Raider 6 months earlier. What's
See,
wrong with you?
I think this is a good leeway into console, like coming back, kind of looping around to video games again, and coming into kind of console exclusivity. Thank you.
Yeah.
On third-party titles like Street Fighter coming only to PS4 and PC.
Yeah.
But with it being PC, why wouldn't it just make the transition over to Microsoft?
It's
Xbox.
even getting a Steam OS release.
See, and it's like I don't agree with console. Jared, say that word for me. Exclusivity. There we go.
Win their class
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a
College is hard,
PS4 mainly for Bloodborne. I mean, just straight up, and it sucks because there are a lot of From Software fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it primarily has been a PlayStation franchise, started with Demon's Souls,
Right.
which Sony didn't realize what they had there.
And it's kind of a slap in the face though that they released Dark Souls 1 and 2 on Xbox and they're like, Bloodborne, PlayStation gets it.
Right.
So that made me kind of mad. 'Cause I love fucking
As much as I want to throw my
Dark Souls
controller
2.
at the wall.
Yeah,
It's kind of fun getting mad.
fun. That's not the way I describe it. Fun.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No,
It's the most painful and punishing game.
Oh
I've
yeah,
ever
the first
played.
time I played Dark Souls 1, I red boxed it. And so like I was sick from school or something, so
I'll beat this in a couple days.
I sat there for 4 fucking hours. And I didn't get past the second boss.
The first fucking boss, man, in Dark Souls 2.
I'm talking about Dark Souls 1.
I know, but in Dark Souls 2, the fucking giant. I
Yeah.
don't know why. He should be the easiest fucking boss.
Well, are you talking about Scholar for Sin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they rearranged stuff and made it even harder than the original release.
The giant was still the first one and the second one, right?
I don't remember. Yeah.
I know they rearranged some of the bosses. Like I don't fucking know how. I was playing and I'm pretty sure I jumped a boss and went to fight the next boss. Just because there's no direction in the game.
But that's what I love about these games. In an era of hand-holdy linear corridor shooters, here's just this open world, and it's like, hey, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
Like I think that's why Skyrim did so well, and
Oh my god, continue.
Okay.
I just thought of something with Dark Souls 2.
and everyone was so hyped for Fallout 4, but even Fallout 4 didn't meet expectations just because the streamlined. Really? Damn it!
you didn't know?
Oh wait, you didn't know that?
I haven't finished it.
Oh my god, Jared, you asshole!
Okay, I'll be the first comment. Fuck you, Jared.
If you want to get technical, he's technically not even a villain. I think that was just to kind of piss people off. I don't even consider him a villain. I think everybody is a villain.
No, it's okay.
So shit.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh god.
No, but what I was gonna say about just the role playing aspects is that people go into these games, they're looking for an escape, and then Bethesda's just like, we actually made it a shooter for once, and they're like, where's my dialogue options?
See,
I feel like
I was more excited for Fallout 4 because the gunplay looked amazing. Because I didn't care much for 3 or New Vegas because it was just so it was boring. I get there's a lot to do, but I was overwhelmed by the amount of stuff to do. I'm like, I just want to have fun shooting people.
Yeah,
and that's what Fallout 4 was.
But I feel like they looked at Mass Effect and all these
franchise.
And mine too. I cannot wait for Andromeda this year. But they looked at the BioWare system of dialogue and they're like, oh, let's see how we can ape that.
Yeah.
And so we end up with a sarcastic button.
Oh god. Except I love Mass Effect the way of doing it because a lot of times the little options it gives you is not any way related to what Shepard says.
That started pissing me
Like,
off.
Or it starts punching a reporter in the face.
It's like the good option's like okay, and you click okay, and he's like fuck you, and he spits in their face. And you're like Shepard, that's not what I picked at all.
Right, and that's why people got pissed off at Fallout 4 because they want to roleplay and they want to.
Every option I thought was good, I literally fucking reloaded my game because that's not what I want to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Like, tell this guy to go fuck himself. I'm like, that's your fucking dad, your son. No, I'm trying to be nice here.
So, did you guys play any smaller games this year? Like
smaller games?
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Let
me go on a tangent.
Oh,
I fucking love this game. I have never felt so strongly about such a... Because this was a game, my friends had always been like, hey, you need to play this. It's fucking great. I'm like, I'll pass on it. That was like me with The Walking Dead, and I fell in love with that.
Yeah, like those point and click kind of games don't sound too entertaining.
But as soon as you play them,
I feel they completely won up Telltale.
Oh yeah, they did it way better.
They did it so much better. I think they had a better story than most of the AAA games that came out in 2015.
Absolutely.
Yep. I loved it up until episode 5.
Episode
I still
5
love it.
hurt me. Episode 4 and 5 were the epitomes of why I feel so sad right now. Like, I can't get over everything that happened in episode 4, episode 5. There's just so much that went on. There were so many hard decisions I had to make. So many tears that should have been shed but didn't because I'm not a bitch. It was a lot to take in.
I love the story. Like, I don't have a problem with how the story played out. It's just the fact that, just as from a gameplay perspective, just like the 4 stealth sections and then making you choose the final decision. If that final decision had just been more organically made into the story, it felt like Mass Effect 3's, pick your color ending.
Yeah, that was something that took me back, where it was like, oh, because you did this, all this has happened. I'm like,
But
I mean,
really.
butterfly effect. Let's look at Ashton Kutcher. I mean, he did lose his arms because he went back. You're taking it way off. This is the best thing I can compare Life is Strange to. It's like towards the end, it becomes the butterfly effect with Ashton Kutcher.
Right, but that final decision.
I like how the butterfly effect is like a common expression. I like how you always have to say with Ashton Kutcher. Like specifically that movie.
Like they specifically call it the butterfly effect in the game.
Yeah,
See, and that's why there's butterflies all over. Literally, it's your loading symbol.
Detective Fogel's on the case.
Goddamn right, Rockin' Cock Fogel is on the job.
Rockin' Cock Fogel.
You can blame Nick for that. I don't even know where he came up with that, but it's the best thing ever.
But in a story-driven narrative experience, I feel the final narrative decision should have more weight based on your prior experience.
I feel like it had more weight on me because there was that big choice at the end of episode 4, and we're being really vague here, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And because I had went through with her, the wish that she wanted.
Yeah.
That I was like, I've done this once, I cannot do it again. And then like I think the whole little walk through all your memories, I think that was like I can't do this. I know what it's gonna make me do. Mm-hmm. I feel that's why most people might not like it, and why it feels so kind of like, oh, black and white, is because you get to that point and you're like, okay, now I have to choose. I either have to do this and hate myself, or do this because it's the right choice, but and that's what it broke down to me. It was like,
but that's the thing. I don't think in
any
any decision-based game there should ever be a right choice. It shouldn't be that glaringly obvious what the developers wanted you to pick. Because I've watched both endings, and it's pretty clear which has the better resolution, what gives the more emotional impact, and then the one that just makes you look like a douchebag.
See, I didn't feel. Well, yeah, I can see, because you don't show any emotion after you pick that ending that you're talking about. But it's like, I personally felt like that was like, in a situation like that, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this.
Right, and you have to think they're teenage girls too. Like, are they going to be selfless? Are they going to make the right decision at that time? Again, going back to role playing.
Mm-hmm. And that was a big part of it, was kind of putting myself in that situation. It's like, cause shit, man, you can't kiss someone and then like just be like, fuck you. As soon as I got that option, I was like, I'm taking it.
Right.
I bet you took it too, right?
Oh, I absolutely do.
I was like, the Chloe Max train, the ship has left the port. I was like, this is happening. I don't even ship anything, and this was like the one thing I was like, this has to happen. I hate ships. Ships is something that should have died. Finn.
It just hit me what you referring. You said I hate ships. I was like, why do you hate boats? It took me a minute to realize you hate like people that's like, I ship that.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Max and Warren? Did you ship them? Because I did in my playthrough.
I did, yeah. Until I got to the ending, I was like, damn. Like I was like, damn, we're about to fix this. And it's like, oh, hey, you can kiss Warren. I'm like, sure. I don't want. And then I was, because I knew, it was just, I could have seen them getting together. I was like,
yeah, they were.
I like that.
They were really sweet.
Especially when Warren like strutted his fucking stuff and started beating the shit out of people. That was
It's really cool not knowing anything that you're talking about, because it sounds awesome.
It's imagine
not awesome,
me,
but it's great.
like the whitest and nerdiest guy you know, just becoming gangsta.
Hell yeah.
And beating the shit out of like.
And saying things like gangsta.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Risdon beating the fuck out of somebody. If I just drive past and I see Risdon's car to the side and some other car like on fire, and Risdon just like
I can see him like with an alter ego, like somebody said he has a trigger word. Somebody's gonna say one day, she's gonna snap. He's gonna turn and look at him with these crazy eyes.
like Abed on Community.
The pants are just gonna start like sinking lower and lower.
It's gonna start growing tattoos and
Just
going out over his fucking skin like curse mark.
like 3 gold chains, each one longer than the last.
That's my one weeb reference.
Damn.
I reference Naruto because it's the only anime I've ever watched.
Naruto is not weebs, alright? If you like Naruto, you're not a weeb.
It's for middle schoolers.
I like Naruto.
You're disgusting. That's hurtful.
Alright, that's a good place to end.
I got one more thing, just
Okay,
to like,
one
since we're
last
talking
thing.
about small games. I don't know if any of you played it, but Undertale.
Yep.
Nope, I heard bad
I
things.
played
about
it.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
No,
It's
I've heard.
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like the highest rated PC game of all time on Metacritic now.
Yeah, that was-
and
I haven't played
but
Life
the
is
thing
Strange.
I think is funny is that how many people it's pissed off because of that, and they're like, oh, it's just some stupid game maker indie game.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me to play it. I haven't
It's
seen
really
anything.
fucking good.
Yeah.
I had another friend post something that was like, "It's the game for weebs," and I'm like, "Well, damn, I don't want to be a
I mean, that's
weeb."
probably why I'm saying it's really good.
Yeah, and I just think it's interesting because that, like you were saying about reloading saves and stuff, is that this game remembers if you.
Oh
reload a
yeah,
save.
my friend was telling me he killed someone and he went back to reload it. And it was like, "Oh, you killed that person, and now you think you can just reload and fix everything?" Nah, fam.
Okay,
Alright. And
how are we gonna outro this?
bye.
Later.
Yeah, this game is yours.